Walk into any recruitment office in London, Manchester, Birmingham, doesn't matter. Look around. What do you see? You'll see 5 types of people, 5 types of recruiters, all doing the same job, all working the same hours, all living completely different lives. One type is stressed, chasing timesheets, worried about their target. Another is relaxed, taking home 20, 30, 40k months, working when they want. Same industry, same tools, same market, but completely different results. Why? Because they're playing different games, and only one of them gets rich. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 types. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones you are and exactly what you need to do to become the one who wins. Let's start with the first type. Type 1, the temp slave. You know this person. You might be this person, that's even worse. They wake up at 6 a.m., they're on the phone by 7. They're chasing timesheets, chasing extensions, chasing shifts because someone called in sick, they always do. Dealing with IR35, nonsense. Working Fridays because the client needs to cover for Monday. They're busy, constantly busy. Their phone never stops. They look important. Here's the truth. They're not building anything. They're just trading their time for money. And guess what? There's a ceiling on how much time that you can trade because you're human. Let's do the maths. Even if you've got 20 temps out at £15 per hour profit, that's £300 a day, 6k a month if you're lucky, and you're working every day to keep it running. You're not building an asset. You're building a job. A stressful, never-ending job. The temp slave thinks they're safe because they've got regular income, but they haven't. They've got regular work. There's a big difference. Type number 2. This is the contingency gambler. This is the 360 desk recruiter. The one who's living deal to deal. They close a 15k for you in January. They're the hero. New trainers, nice dinner, bottles at the weekend, living life. February, nothing. March, 1 small placement. April, 2 deals. May, dead. Up and down roller coaster. No predictability, no peace of mind. Here's what the contingency gambler doesn't understand. You can't build a business on luck. Can't build a business on hoping the phone rings. Every month is a new game. Every month you start at 0. Every month you're praying for that one client to come through. You're out there praying, and when the market turns, and it always turns, the contingency gambler is the first to panic, the first to struggle, the first to leave the industry because they never built anything that lasts. Type number 3, the retained professional. Now we're getting somewhere. The retained professional doesn't chase. They're chosen. Clients come to them. Clients pay them up front. Clients respect their process. A 20k retained search, half up front, half on placement. That's 10k in the bank before you've made a single call. That's peace of mind. That's predictability. How do you get there? You niche down. You build expertise. You prove that you're not just a recruiter. You're the expert in this space. The retained professional still works hard, don't get me wrong, but they work differently. They work smarter. They work on things that matter, not just things that keep them busy. Here's the beautiful part. One retained client can keep you going for months, if not years. One retained client gives you the freedom to be selective about who else you want to work with. The retained professional isn't gambling, they're investing. Type number 4, the agency owner, the bottleneck. This is where I was for years, and this is where most recruiters get stuck. You've built a business, you've got team members, you've got good clients, you're making really good money, but you're still the center of everything. Every deal needs your sign-off. Every problem needs your solution. Every big client wants to talk to you. You're successful, but you're also exhausted. You've built a business that runs on you, not a business that runs without you. The bottleneck owner goes on holiday and comes back to 400 emails and 3 fires to put out. They take a day off and feel guilty. They're making money, but they're not free. And if you're not free, what's the point?
Quick one. I've just landed in London. I'm here to host a seminar helping aspiring and current recruitment business owners scale their businesses. We've got three students who are currently doing anywhere between 10K to 30K a month. No experience. Started 6 months ago and they're crushing it. We've got established business owners doing anywhere from 800K to £3 million every single year. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure you check out the links on the description and I'll see you on the other side.
Type number 5, the systemizer, the one who gets rich. This is the one. This is the goal. Systemizer has built something different. They've got documented processes, automated workflows, a team that knows what to do without asking. They've got retained clients. They've got exclusive relationships. They've got multiple revenue streams, contingency, retained, contract, executive search, market intelligence. They've taken themselves out of the day-to-day. They're working on the business and definitely not in it. The systemizer can take 2 weeks off the business and doesn't miss a beat. Actually, it runs better without them because they're not there interrupting the machine. They're not just making money. They're building wealth. They're building an asset, something that has value beyond their own personal effort. This is what I teach inside the Agencyfy Accelerator. This is the promised land. So which one are you? Be honest with yourself right now. Yes, be honest. Which type are you? It might be uncomfortable. Maybe you're the temp slave and you're drowning in timesheets and margin calls. Maybe you're the contingency gambler, living deal to deal, never knowing what next month is going to look like. Maybe you're the retained professional. You're doing well, but doing it all yourself. Maybe you're the bottleneck owner, successful, but stuck. Here's the good news. You can move up the ladder. Every single type can become the next type. That temp slave, I hope that's not you, can become the contingency gambler by learning to focus on perm, on higher margin work. The contingency gambler can become the retained professional by niching down and building real expertise. The retained professional can become the bottleneck owner by hiring the first person. The bottleneck owner can become the systemizer by documenting and automating. But you have to want it. You have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to do things differently, not like everyone else. Type 5. Let me tell you something about the systemizer. Something that might surprise you. They're not smarter than you. Definitely not. They're not working any harder than you. They're definitely not more talented. They just made one key thing. They made different choices. They chose to systemize instead of just doing. They chose to delegate instead of control. They chose to build for the long term instead of chasing just the short term. I was a bottleneck owner for years. I thought I was doing the right thing. I really did. I thought being indispensable was the goal. Then I realized indispensable means really trapped. Indispensable means you can't sell your business. Indispensable means you're not free. So I changed. I built systems. I documented everything. I hired people smarter than me and let them run things. And now I'm building businesses, running my own show, living in the UAE, helping other recruiters do the same. That's the goal. That's the game. So it's your move. Here's what I want you to do. Write down which type you are right now and make sure that you're honest. Don't lie to yourself. Then write down which type you want to be in the next 12 months. It's not going to happen overnight, let's face it. Then ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do this week to move closer to that type? If you're a temp slave, maybe it's finding one perm client. If you're a contingency gambler, maybe it's picking a niche and owning it. If you're a retained professional, maybe it's writing that job ad for your first hire. If you're a bottleneck owner, maybe it's documenting one process this week. One thing, 1 week, one step closer. The recruiters who win aren't the ones who just watch videos and then go back to exactly what they were doing. They're the ones who do their work. So it's up to you. What are you going to do? Hey, thanks for watching the video. Before you go, let me quickly tell you why you should subscribe. If you're serious about making money in recruitment, whether you're a business owner trying to scale or a recruiter looking for independence or an entrepreneur or salesperson exploring the industry, this is a channel built for you. I don't just share theory, I give you practical guides, step-by-step tutorials, and real insights from my experience. I started from scratch, spent years figuring this stuff out on my own, and now I'm sharing everything I've learned. The wins, the mistakes, and the systems that actually work. This is real, on-the-ground knowledge from someone currently running multiple recruitment agencies, managing teams, and building systems that scale. If that sounds like something you want to be a part of, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. I post new videos like this every week, and I also share more insights on my Instagram, things you won't find in any formal degree. So go ahead, check out the next video, and let's keep growing.